city where they gotta play up.
Yeah.
I'm from the city where they gotta play up.
I don't.
Coin flip, it's time to pay up.
Hey,
I'm from the city where they gotta play up.
they still
I'm from the city
gotta
where they gotta
play
play up.
us,
I'm
man.
from the city where they gotta play up. Coin flip, it's time to pay up.
Go. Started out with who they? They done got me started. Call Katie, tell him make room for the Lamborghini. I trust 27 to lead us through any battle. We had DK out there press. You seen how we did Seattle? Went down 1-3 and then we hop back on that saddle. Everybody want T, but you can't have him cause we got a lethal 9 on the side and he gon' always red dot him. 29 got him on lockdown. This Taylor Britt Island. You know Jamar probably open. That boy 7-11. Who your best cornerback? Cause my receivers gon' shred him. Hey, you don't wanna go one-on-one with lose playbook. 91 step on that field and quarterbacks look shook. A couple weeks went by and we done stacked us up some wins. Brad Logan still with us, still the turnover twin. Uzier and man to man, you probably shouldn't throw at him. Orlando Brown came to town, showed us what a bodyguard is. I don't think they want no smoke with us. Forever standing on business, this ain't no joke for us. Money Mackey line it up, that boy forever clutch. Put up whoever you want, it's never slow for us. Ain't nothing changed, 21 still lurking in the cut. 83 reasons why they can't with us. Zach Taylor top dog, it's always win a bust. Hand the ball to Chase Brown, probably won't get touched. Chuck sizzle back deep to receive the punt. Probably gon' run it back, I feel like he the one. Doing my shuffle on him still, I feel like Icky Woods. Whole line protecting Joe like a tiger should. Imagine having Trent Irwin as your fourth string. If BJ Hill hit you, you feel what that force bring. 1, 2, 3, nah, we need 4 rings. This the jungle, you can't come in here and pull strings. Look close, look how DJ read that offense. Sin Hubbard and Osai, yeah, we all in. Nick Scott ball hawking overwatching. Dax Hill an interception that look flawless. It's really hard to lose when K. Adams rooting for you. If you need a couple yards, Earth gon' get it for you. We got Tanner Hudson now, Sample still too. Yoshi gon' go get that ball just like a dog do. Already knew they had to play us, but this part two. I'm from the city where they gotta. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. It's time to pay up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. I'm from the city where they gotta. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. It's time to pay up. Who they?
Who day, y'all? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the back-to-back AFC North champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 2,440 subscribers. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter X and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for notification. Every time I go live, you'll be notified. Normally, I would say, give me a super chat. But according to YouTube, I got demonetized today for some reason. I don't know why. So if you still could subscribe and hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. You can't give me a super chat because it's not on there anymore. If you want to email YouTube and find out what the hell's going on for me, I'd appreciate it. I'm still trying to figure it out. Anyway, do me a favor. Like I said, you already hit that. Let's see here. Let's go to T Properties. Yes, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave, this glorious place down here. It's brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And you know what? I know he's not playing tonight, but we still hit the jackpot when we drafted Joe Burrow. We call him Jackpot Joey. If you want any of the hats, the flags, the shirts, the hoodies, any of that stuff, go to jackpotjoey9.com. If you want the beer, it's at Brick Brewery and pretty much at all major Kroger's and pretty much everywhere. I think he's even up in Dayton now, so it's going north. And remember, a portion of the proceeds for all this stuff goes to the Joe Burrow Foundation. And remember, you're not only wearing cool stuff and drinking delicious award-winning beer, you're also helping people out. And that's the whole point to this thing, is trying to help everybody out. All right, what's up to everybody in the chat crew? We got strangers in the first. Tebow's in there. Desmond, Robert, Brad, Lindsay, Augie. Tim's in there. Michael, what is up to everybody? All right, this is Bengals, Jaguars pregame. Now, I'm pregaming with a pop. Let's find out what Dale's pregaming with. What are you pregaming with?
Cocaine.
Oh, okay, cool.
No.
Good. That's a good start. No wonder I'm demonetized.
I haven't even been on here. Cannot blame me for anything.
I have no idea what's going on with that. I have no idea. All right, so what's your thoughts on the game tonight? Are we going to win? Jakey spin rate going to ball out? What do you got?
We're going to win, but I have zero reasoning behind that.
That's kind of where I'm at. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's just one of those games where I think we're going to play better. There's no pressure on the Bengals. All the pressure's on Jacksonville. They've never been here before. It is the first time they've been on Monday Night Football in like 6 years. I don't know. I
think it was even longer than that. It was like 16.
Is it?
It's like a lot.
It's been a long time. I mean, the last time we played them on Thursday Night Football, we beat them. Now, I started off good, and then we came back and beat them. So I don't know. I mean, it's a bad news today. Juice CTB is out for the season, which sucks.
With on injury reserve, do we know if it's for the season?
Injury reserve, it's 4 weeks at least.
Most likely.
Most likely, yeah. I mean, we come back for like the last week.
Well, we're in the playoff hunt.
Oh yeah, we'll make the playoffs. So yeah, I forgot. We're going to make the playoffs. Yeah.
Optimism.
I'm optimistic we're going to win tonight. You know.
And if we don't, we slide in ninth for the NFL draft.
There you go. But the thing is, dude, I can see this. If we win tonight, I can see us beating the Colts next week.
And Minnesota the following week.
And Minnesota. I mean,
two games at home.
Oh my! And that's what just pisses me the F off, dude. It's like if Joe was fucking healthy, damn it, we'd be in this freaking thing. I was like,
right back in it. Nobody looks dominant. The Packers beat the Chiefs last night. Like,
yeah,
just wide open. Really.
Wide freaking open. Yeah, but it's football. So all right, I kind of asked you this a little bit on Bengals and Brews, and I'm not trying to do a deep dive in the draft yet because I know you've looked into the draft way more than I have because I always look to you for the draft, my draft expert in this stuff. But with the possibility of the Bengals not re-signing Jonah Williams, which I personally hope they do, and I know Chop has said, he told me on the phone that he wants them to draft the wide receiver from LSU. If we don't have Jonah Williams and we possibly don't have DJ Reader, we got to go trenches, I think. Where are you at?
Yeah, I mean, I think right away, especially if you slide into like the top 10 area, if that's how the season finishes, and I'm only saying that because if we lose, that's where we'll be rated. Right. That's not me saying we're going to lose and end up there. I have no idea. But J.C. Latham from Alabama is a very good right tackle. He's played right tackle the last couple of years at Bama, been pretty dominant. Every mock draft has him pretty much going in the top 10 for the most part. I mean, if he's there and you didn't re-sign Jonah, I think it almost forces you to take him or to take there's like Talois Fuaga. Some of these names, man. Yeah, from Oregon State. There's some guys that, could slide in there and fill that role of a right tackle, at least prospect-wise. You never know how it's going to go in the NFL. And are we going to have the same line coach? I don't know because
that's
doesn't really develop people.
That's the one I could see if they change anything. I could see Frank, and I'm not calling for anybody's job, but
it's a 2-for-1, right? It's a run game coordinator and a line coach. When you say, hey, I didn't think Jackson Carman was a second-round pick. They took him in the second round. So it's like you took him in the second round. You thought he was talented. You could develop him. You seen what he could do at left tackle, at least at Clemson, and you thought, hey, here's a guy we can work with. There's been no development, right? He's most of the time game day inactive.
Yep, exactly. And that's what also worries me about the Bengals drafting another offensive lineman. Now, I say that, I think Cordell Volson, say what you want about him. He was what was he, a fifth-round pick? Fourth round pick out of D2 college. So, and from what O-line experts like Dave Lapham have said, it takes at least 3 years before he really develop an offensive lineman. So next year is really the year that hopefully he'll do good. But the thing is, either way, just going into the draft, just wherever we pick, I think we got to go trenches just because I think Kappa's free. He's up next year. Karras is up next year. They always have him for 3 years. Jonah, we don't know if he's coming back or not. DJ might be gone this year, which I hate. I hope not. But I think trenches-wise, we need to replenish these guys. That's more of, I don't necessarily think we need another offensive weapon. I mean, yeah, I'd love to get a nice toy, but I hope we sign T. Higgins. But that's more, I think, where the Bengals should actually go in the draft is offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah, and I don't want to sit here and hammer the draft all night, but I will say, unless you get Jerzon Johnny Newton from Illinois at D tackle wise on that side of the ball, I don't really have a clear cut other guy that should go in the first round, at all in the first round. So no matter if we end up 10, 15, 20, 32, you know, like I have pretty much one guy in the first round that I would be like, okay, I'd want him on this team.
And that's the right tackle from Alabama?
No, for defensive tackle.
Oh, defense. Oh, sorry.
Jerzon Newton from
Okay.
Illinois.
I got
After him, there's a bunch of second, third round guys, and we're not really known to take D tackle in the first round, anyways. I mean,
No.
we had what Big Daddy Dan.
Where do we get Geno Atkins at?
Fourth round.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Pat Sims wasn't great, but fourth round. Pecco, fourth round. You know, like we've had luck in the, but I'm just at second, third, fourth round, whatever. It doesn't always work, but I just don't see a bunch of D tackles in round one. So it could. That's the only reason that I say an offensive weapon could be in play, and I think a lot of that would be if you tag and trade T, and you recoup another first or second round.
Well,
pick,
it's
so you got like
tag and
two
trade
first
T,
and a second.
but then you also got to sign Jonah, because if they don't sign Jonah, you got to draft a right tackle. I mean, because there's nobody.
Right.
Sorry, I love Deontay Smith, and but I'm not comfortable with him being our right tackle. I'm sure as hell ain't comfortable with Jackson Carter because he hasn't even played this year or done anything.
Right.
So,
you can't just go into the season with anybody that's on the roster. I mean, and if it's a free agent, then you got to, you know, you're paying for that free agent also.
Augie says Pat Sims went to Auburn, right?
Yeah.
Sure that's where he went. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so let's get into the game. That's enough draft talk. Just I don't want to.
We'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, it's December. I really don't want to start talking draft now because I mean,
and that's why I'm hoping we win, Jeff.
Yeah,
I'm optimistic because, dude, I prepare a year ahead. Like I already had a prospect list for the next year at the end of the last draft.
Right.
But it's like that's not what I want to sit and talk about when I'm doing shows and stuff because I want my team to win at the end of the day.
Last year, I was tired of talking draft because we talked it from February till freaking April, and I'm like, I don't know.
We're in December, so add two more months to that right now. You know?
That's why I want that. I was telling Chop the other day. He's like, well, if they lose, we get a better draft pick. I'm like, I know. But what the hell are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the draft for 4 months? I'm like, oh, I hope not.
It's impossible to talk about it that much. There's only – and at the end of the day, they're going to draft who they draft, and you hope they ball out. Yeah. One thing with the draft, guys we drafted last year, let's see them tonight.
Right.
What do we have to lose?
And that's where it comes to you read my mind. I'm saying Chase Brown. I want to see – he's really the only one I think that we haven't found anything about. I like to see some more Chuck Sizzle. He hasn't been thrown the ball to as much since he's been active. So I like to see some more out of him. I like to see some more out of all. But the biggest one for me is Chase Brown. I know everybody keeps saying feed Mixon, feed Mixon, feed Mixon. We need to find out what we have with Chase Brown. I'm like, if we're not going to go to playoffs this year, we got to find out what we have with this kid. Is he good enough to be our RB1 next year or our RB2 or anything? Because that's our Travion. We haven't given him the ball. Give these guys the ball and let's see what happens.
And even if it's not like giving him the ball a bunch, if it's like, well, we don't know what he can do in pass protection. There's one way to find out.
Yeah, put him in there
and make him play in pass protection today, and pass him the ball a little and do things to figure it out because you don't want to have a guy and just say, well, we drafted him the year before in the 5th round, but we really have no clue what we have in it. So you don't know whether to draft or bring in a free agent or you have no clue. Let's see what he can do in live game action against NFL talent.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I was shocked he didn't touch the ball at all last week. I'm like, at all. I'm like, really? And then another one I like to find out, get back on the field is Joseph Osai. He had 0 snaps last week. 0. I was expecting a huge year from him, and we've gotten butt kiss. We haven't gotten anything from him.
But part of that, he was 30, he was starting to get 30, 35% of the snaps. Him and Zach Carter on the interior both. And you're not really seeing any production from them when they're in there.
Well, why is he inside? He does better outside.
I
said, why is he inside? He does better on the outside, I thought.
I was talking about Carter on the inside, Osai on the outside, just lumping them both together as two guys who were getting around 35, 40% of the snaps. And we weren't seeing anything from either of them at their respective positions.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Murphy, we saw flashes from. So I like that he got more snaps in place of Osai because he's really earned it, in my opinion. Another guy we need to see, what do we have in this guy? Let's get him more snaps.
Yep. And Jordan Battle, he's going to start. I mean, he is starting tonight, right? I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the starter, but I saw an awful lot. I mean, we sat right beside each other at the
we
games.
saw a lot of Mike Scott. Thank God I did it again. Nick Scott.
Nick
He just need to get off the team, so I quit calling him Mike Scott. He's Nick Scott.
Yeah. And shout out to my cousin, Mike Scott. Took me to my first ever Bengals game.
But yeah, we saw a lot of him more because you kept pointing him out. They're like, why is Nick Scott out there? I'm like, I don't know. I want to see Jordan Battle out there. I'm like, I'm not sure why Scott's out there. Like,
it was one of those rhetorical questions. Like, why is Nick Scott out there? There's no answer for it.
That's pretty much the way he sounded right behind me. Why is Nick Scott out there? Well, with Cam Taylor-Britt being done for looks like the year, DJ Turner, we're going to find out more about him. And he's gotten burned, but he's also made some plays. I think
he's been good, but I don't think we're finding out more about him. I think we're going to see Cheeto's working for his next contract. DJ Turner's been playing 70-80% of the snaps basically all season long. Cheeto's the one who finally played 97% of the snaps last week. Most of the year he was started out like 30, 40, percent. So he's playing more. To me, it's more Cheeto playing more than it is. I
don't know. I like beginning of the year, I said I didn't see Cheeto getting signed back, but with the lack of production that he's had this year, unless he just goes and balls out the last 5 games, he might be on a team-friendly contract and getting back next year.
I think he's gone. Yeah, I think he's gone. I think somebody would take the gamble on what they've seen from him in previous years, if nothing else, while he was here. And we know that we have 2 rookie contracts in CTB and DJ Turner starting outside guys. Mike Hilton's back next year.
Yep.
I could see us drafting like another slot guy to groom behind Hilton, but
we're going to have to. Because
I think the writing's on the wall for Cheeto.
And Hilton's had some bad games and some good games. He's been very up and down. Just kind of like this whole defense this year. They've been up and down all year. And to me, that's everybody's talking about the offense, but the defense has been the most disappointing thing for me this year is how inconsistent they've been.
Yeah, Hilton actually has graded out super well, and even in the Steelers game, I thought he looked phenomenal, which he's always going to bring against the Steelers. But like his passer rating against was very good, and like this ESPN metric I seen a couple weeks ago, he was above DJ Turner, but they were both in the top 10 in the NFL in this certain metric for coverage, and I was like, damn, really? Because it didn't seem that way, right?
Right.
And Mike, I think the thing with Hilton was the tackling. Like his tackling wasn't as good as what it normally is. Like
all the team is tackling,
but he's looked better lately.
Yeah,
I still got a lot of faith in Mike Hilton.
Oh, so do I. Don't get me wrong. I do too. And but I agree with what you said that I think we need to draft somebody to eventually replace him. Now, Michael Mann here got a question. I don't even know who free agents are right now. He said, "What free agents can we look at?" I don't even know who they are.
Just D line depth in general. Like we saw Cleveland bring in guys like Shelby Harris and just. Dalvin Thomas got paid big money from them. Probably hasn't lived up to it. But the Shelby Harris of the world, older veterans because I still think knowing Joe Burrow is going to be healthy, we're still a team that when Joe Burrow's here, why can't we go win the Super Bowl?
Oh, the window's, like he said the window's open his whole career. It still is. I mean, every time we got a healthy Joe Burrow, it's open.
So I would say like solid defensive tackles that aren't going to break the bank.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to need it whether DJ comes back or not, and part of that's the Zach Carter thing you were talking about.
I still think we should sign DJ, but with him being
I
30, I think it would be turned 30. That's like the threshold for the Bengals that they don't want those guys at that age. I still say you sign him. That's still one of my favorite players.
He's looked great. He's played at a Pro Bowl level again this year.
Again. Well, he probably won't get it though.
A lot of the runs and getting gashed in the run game has been outside more than anything on the inside and anything directly at him. He's taking on 2-3 guys every freaking play. I just still think he is. I would bring him back. It's a matter of cost. I would bring him and Jonah back, and that's why I say I would tag and trade T.
Well,
and it's no knock on T.
No,
he's talented. He's great. It's just you got to pay Jamar. It's going to be so hard to pay them both.
I'm getting my head wrapped around that, and it's nothing against T. It's more against his agent. That his agent is just trying to get him to free agency. That's where I've come. That's what he did with Jesse Bates. I think that's what he's doing with T. And unless T goes, nah, dude, I want to stay here. Which so far, it doesn't look like T's done that. He wants, and I will never knock anybody for trying to get as much money as you can in being an NFL player because you only play for so long. So you're talking about generational wealth. Go get it. I understand that. So,
yeah, David Mulligetta sucks. We can all agree on
Yes.
that. But at the same point in time, like that's why I said over and over, if we don't get T signed before this season started, it's probably not happening, for long-term wise.
I'm kind of agreeing with you on that. All right, T. Brooks here says, everyone is talking about defense giving up explosive plays. Who is that on? It seems like a lot of leaky zone spots.
Lou, it's on Armadillo. we told Jeff he's got to start calling him Armadillo again.
I got to call him out. Well, we can't cover the tight end again. I don't understand that. I mean, now is that because Jesse Bates and Von Bell are gone? I mean, Trey Flowers is gone because Trey Flowers was a big, tight end.
But he wasn't doing so great last year.
Yeah. But I mean, last year, Logan Wilson and Akeem Davis-Gaver were doing good cover. Akeem's been injured a lot this year.
But Logan and Pratt were also making tackles in our run defense. They're part of the reason, that we're getting gashed in the run game. I don't know. It's so cliche, but it's a team effort.
Yeah.
Football is such a team effort, especially on defense, that when one, it's not about, we lost. I do think Bell. I think Bell, we just thought he'd be back. I think he was a leader.
I thought he was.
Lou said it would be a dark day to not have those guys. I think because the trust he had in them.
Mm-hmm.
But talent-wise, I think Jordan Battle and Dax Hill have as much talent as those two players.
I think, personally, they will be better as a combination than Bates and Bell, or at least as good. I'll put it that. Maybe not better. Maybe better is a little too high of a statement, but at least as good. Eventually, not now. I mean, you're talking about a second-year guy and a rookie. But I think they're pretty damn good for a second-year guy and a rookie.
I think we miss Bell's leadership.
Yes.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
The guy got up at 4:30 in the morning, lifted weights, had other players coming in and doing that. Just the accountability on the defense and the work ethic and the want-to of it. Clearly hasn't translated in Carolina. I would love him to come back, them just cut him and him come back on a cheap deal and be our third safety next year to get everybody set up and just the things they could do.
I'm hoping they cut him and cut Hayden Hurst because Hayden's not. I didn't even see Hayden on the field.
I mean, I like Hayden Hurst. I appreciate what he did here, but that's another. I think Bell is way more important.
Well, way more important, but I want both of them.
Tanner Hudson, man. Tanner Hudson.
T. Huddy.
He's good. He's good. He's looked good with Bell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Hey, you and me been on this on his
catches everything.
Yeah,
he gets open. He gets open too.
Yeah. So you were on the Blake Bortles first round pick, back to the draft again. But are you on that as far as getting him? Brock
Bortles.
Not Blake. I did that. Brock with the tight end out of Georgia.
Oh, Brock Bowers.
Brock Bauer. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. I did. Yeah. Are you on getting, because Chop was like, no, you don't draft a tight end in the first round. I'm like,
yeah, that's how Derek feels. We go back and forth on that one.
Like,
now I was saying when we're going to be 15 to 32. Now, he is a top 10 prospect guy. I don't know that I'd take him with a top 10 pick. I really don't. That's when you start to get into yeah, he's very good. And I really do think he's good. And I think he's going to have a great NFL career. Would he here with the system Zach runs? I don't know.
See, I think he would because, I mean, if you watch –
he's
just
good. He is very good.
Just look how good Tanner Hudson's done in the little bit we saw with him and Joe. I mean, I don't know. I just think if Joe's got a weapon, he doesn't give an F who he throws it to. If you get open, he's going to throw it to you. And if he trusts you, he's going to throw it to you. So it's not like they don't have plays to throw the ball to the tight end if he's beating the guy in front of him. I think Joe's going to say, I'm going to throw it to that guy. That's just – I don't think Joe cares who he throws it to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the positional value of the tight end. And if we end up in the top 10, and I know we don't really need a defensive end. We just took Miles Murphy, but even that would be in play. But that's why I said it's not a great class for D tackles in the first round, except for a guy.
Robert here says, he said, if we sign T and end up franchising him, what would be the least you would ask for him? He's asking the chat and you and me. You're at least asking at least a second round pick and maybe a third.
I always said to AJ Brown, the first and third, that Tennessee was able to get.
Do you think we'll get that far? I mean, I think T's worth it. Do you think any team would be dumb enough to give us that much for him?
I will even come off that, and I will say, don't even give me the third rounder, a first round pick for T, and 100%, I will do it.
Oh, first round.
Now, will a team do it? I don't know.
But
that's what I'm asking for.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking for.
And they would have to have a deal. They don't want a 1-year rental, whoever. So they have to know that he will sign an extension with them. It almost stuff the agents have to work out behind the scenes before you could even do a trade in that scenario.
Which we know they do that behind closed doors.
Well, they do it all the time.
They do it all the time. Exactly.
But you're saying a second. I would need more than just a second.
Oh, I said second and third, but I mean, I would ask for a first, but I forgot what the Eagle or Tennessee got for AJ Brown.
And everybody says, well, AJ Brown's better than T, and I say,
nah.
But is he okay? I could say yes right now, this day, yes.
Right now, because
but I would say when he was at Tennessee, could you say he was better than what T has done?
No.
Like that's where I'm at.
I mean, AJ Brown has flourished in Philly.
Great, yeah,
because he had a quarterback.
And I think T, and it's not that he wouldn't have a quarterback, but he'd be the number one guy also.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I think T's the number one guy in most places, just not here with Jamar Chase.
Right. I mean,
so you're give me a first round pick. That would be the argument I made to teams trading for him.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's worth a first round pick. I just don't know if they get it. That's why I said a second and a third at least. You know, is what that's the least I would take for him, is second and third. Other than that, I'm like, no.
I would take it. I just wonder, like, we just assume they're going to franchise him. What if they don't? I think it'll be a huge mistake.
I just don't see them. Why would they just let him walk, get nothing for him?
Because can they allocate? What is the franchise tag for a wide receiver? I need to look this up.
It's gonna be top 5 money, whatever.
It's got to be what, 15 to 20 million minimum.
At least. Yeah, I was thinking 15 on top of my head, but yeah, but 15 to 20 for sure.
Probably closer to 20 million for T. Higgins for one season. The Bengals might say, "Well, we need Jonah back and we want Reader back."
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that scares the hell out of me. That they'll allocate. They want to have their slices of pie in place,
right?
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so they might not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be
patience to tag and trade him.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting offseason. See what they do. Yeah. Michael Madden here says, I want Watson, wide receiver from Green Bay, in a Bengals jersey.
Christian Watson. He's like, what, second-year guy? He was hurt early in the season, man. He was available on all these fantasy things. So, I picked him up on something. Paid off.
There you go.
It's good. Yeah. He played with Cordell Volson at North Dakota State, so it didn't take him 3 years to be good.
Like wide receiver. It's easier for wide receivers than his offensive lineman. Stranger here. Damn.
Yeah, but Volson was there for 3 years. Or 6 years. Volson was at North Dakota State for 6 years. Yeah. He's a finished product. My opinion.
Yeah. Stranger. Dale, I have a disagreement with you a little about DT.
Yeah, round 2.
Exactly. This is from earlier today. Chris Jenkins from Michigan will be available in round 2. He's 6'4", 360. Would be a good eventual replacement for DJ Reader. Go ahead. You can finish your argument from earlier today.
It wasn't no, I was just saying, I don't think there's a bunch of first round guys, and you said round 2. I'm all for guys round 2, 3, 4.
I thought you brought this up on your stuff.
No. And it's Chris Jenkins, spelled K-R-I-S, by the way. Chris Jenkins Jr. His dad played in the league. And Devondre Sweat from Texas is another potential DJ Reader replacement. I like the defensive. Ohio State has a couple guys. Michael Hall, Tyleik Williams. The D tackle class overall isn't bad. It's just not like first round guys.
Now,
game changers. Aaron Donalds, Jerzon Newton's like the one guy, and he's not an Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm. Now, since we are on Ohio State Bucknuts, and you are a Ohio State fan, what did I hear about Arch Manning possibly coming to Ohio State? What was that you guys were talking about?
Oh, I haven't bought into any of that.
Is there rumors about that, or?
I think there's rumors because Quinn Ewers might come back to Texas, so everyone just assumes that Arch might
take off,
transfer if Quinn comes back for another season. I have no idea.
Ohio State's got to get a quarterback, I think.
I didn't think Kyle McCord was going to transfer. I really thought Ryan Day would stick with that in our.
Oh, he transferred? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he entered the portal this morning. So that's why it's like,
Arch Manning, come on down.
Well, a lot of people think it could be just like Cameron Ward from Washington State or Riley Leonard from Duke, or they'll go after one of these other kids that are transferring.
I came for Washington State's pretty good. I was watching him against Washington. He's not bad.
I like him too.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. But you'd have the Manning name. I mean, doesn't that mean something to you? We have Arch Manning in Ohio State now.
It's not really. Like,
means nothing.
I don't know how good he is. You know what I mean?
They act like well, as much hype as he's gotten, I'm surprised he didn't start this year. I
think the hype is because of the name. Quinn Ewers had the same hype. Because he came to Ohio, then he transferred back to Texas, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care.
Dale's recovering from the college football play. So let's talk about this too. I want to hear your opinion on this. Did Florida State get screwed?
Yes,
absolutely.
Opinion.
They absolutely got screwed.
It's my opinion because it's a Power 5 conference. You went undefeated. You won your conference championship. I understand your quarterback got hurt. I understand
Ohio State.
You didn't play well against Florida and Louisville, but you played two bigger programs. Louisville, I know you can say whatever you want about that conference in general, but Clemson sure as hell got in every year, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones winning.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's fair that all the players for Florida State got penalized because quarterback got injured.
DJ Reader had a great tweet. 129 players got punished because of one. That's bullshit. I mean,
and the one player went on Twitter and said, I wish I could have broke my legs sooner so you could have seen that this team could have won even longer without me.
Right. The thing is, like, to me, it's all money because they can't leave out an SEC team. Both your championship teams, you have one loss. You only have 4 teams in there. It should be the 4 undefeated teams. And I don't want to hear this crap like,
Texas beat Bama is why Texas would get in over Bama. That's like, I had a feeling it was going to happen before. Like, my brother-in-law is a Florida State fan, and I messaged him. I said, "You ready for your team to get completely screwed?" And he's like, "It's all rigged." He knew too. He's like, "They're not going to put them in. They'll put an SEC in."
Well, next year, Michael says they have to bump it up to 10. Next year, they're bumping it up to 12, right?
I think so. I don't is that official? I don't know. I clearly keep up with the Bengals way more than college, and college that I keep up with is the draft more than Ohio State, even though the son of a bitch crib keeper calls me a homer all the time. Yeah.
Where is? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I see
Homer.
There's crib. All right, let's get the Bengals army here. It has Tavon Sweat would be interesting mid-round. What's your thoughts on him?
Yeah, that's that big D tackle that I was saying along with Chris Jenkins. Yeah, both big old boys that could eventually be replacements for DJ Reader. I just don't think you can replace the DJ Reader. He's that good. Like right away. Now, that's why I said eventual replacements.
Hey, you can say whatever you want. I'm not monetizing anymore. You can flip people off. You can say the F word. You can do whatever. It doesn't matter.
All right, fuck you, Crypt Keeper. I was doing it with my lips while you were still talking over there.
I got demonetized for some reason. You can say whatever the hell you want now.
Oh yeah.
Next thing you do, those shut my whole channel down, and I'll just be on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll just go live on ZTV all the time.
I do this shit for fun, man. I said we don't need 2-star logistics to sign our shows. We don't need 5-star logistics.
Dude, they're in a condo.
We need 2-star logistics. You put me up in a hotel, just send me to a game, yo, and I don't have to pay for it. I'll be so happy.
They're in a condo. They're eating good. I'm like, all right, damn, rub it in a little bit, why don't you?
Those guys, they're good at what they do. No hate on them. No, I'm just saying, if there's a 2-star logistics out there, I'm your guy. I don't need 5 stars.
I'm more the 1.5-star logistic, if you get that. All right, Michael here. Does Mixon get more than 8 carries tonight? He better. or Chase Brown better. Somebody better get more than 8 carries.
Does he?
Does he? He better.
Would you bet you put a hundo on the line as Mace to get more than 8 carries tonight?
I would say yes because of all the heat they got last week, and even Callahan even came out and said, it's ridiculous, or however he said it, that we didn't run it that many times.
Well, I thought he said it's not how many times you run it; it's how efficient you run it. Like he's still.
Well,
like a lot of people did not like that quote.
I thought he said more of we got to do the running game better. I took it as we got to do it more often. But I mean, I agree with what he says. To be honest, I mean that's what I keep saying. If you're running, like, all right, let's say you run it 3 straight times and you get nowhere.
Yeah, no,
I throw the ball. I mean, that's to me. That's been the problem. I ever keep saying run the ball.
I agree too. And if I got a Joe Burrow, I'm cool with throwing it 3 times and putting the ball and the game and everything in his hands most of the time. Mm-hmm. But when it's like, hey, backup quarterback, I don't care if it's McCarron, Browning, Trevor Siemian, Zach Wilson. You have to run the ball more when you have a backup. And I thought the Bengals were very stubborn last week.
Well, the thing is, too, and I said this is no Joe Mixon hate. I think Joe sometimes dances too much back there. Because I remember we're sitting back there one time, and we're watching the game, and he went like this. The hole's in front of him, and he went, whoop. I'm like, where are you going? The hole's right there. I'm like, I even look back and told you, I'm like, he dances too much. I mean, I love Joe Mixon, but I just think he dances too much.
I understand what you're saying, and yeah, he gets tripped up too easy, goes down on first contact, all that stuff, but you still have to give a guy more than 8 carries, man, especially with the backup quarterback. And we were there. It was in, rainy conditions for a lot of that game.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he should. But yeah, I think he gets it more than 8 times. I do. I mean,
he's going to
get 9.
He's going to get 9 carries.
We bumped it up. We went a whole 9 with it.
Told you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we're on a ledge here.
We ain't going to carry it 8. We'll bump it up. We'll give him 9.
9 carries. Take that. Told you we'd run it more. Let's see here. Robert. Our Bengals need to get the running game going. Use the screen game. Get Jake get comfortable back there. Hoping he has some support for the rest of the team. Going to take 11-11 both sides. And that's the thing, too, is the whole team's got to play fucking better. They got to play better.
Run defense is like my number one key that I said earlier because, like, if we can't stop Travis Etienne and even Trevor Lawrence because he'll take off and run, he's not played great. I know they're like 8-3 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he literally has 12 touchdowns and 7 interceptions on the season. That's crazy. Like, that's not good. Like, a good. No. Now he'll probably have 5 touchdowns with 0 interceptions and bump those numbers up because I'm talking shit. But I'm just saying, coming into the game stat-wise, like, he hasn't taken that leap into a top 5 quarterback, in my opinion.
Not yet. Johnny Paps here says, how tight a leash does Browning have tonight? I hope that he doesn't have one. I'm like I said at the beginning of the show, we got nothing to lose. We literally have if we lose, oh, well, everybody expects us to lose. All the pressure is on Jacksonville. First time they've been in a Monday Night Football in 11 years or 12 years, or however long it's been. They're the ones that got to try to win to move on to the playoffs. We're playing with house money here. I think they let him go. What do you think they're doing?
I do, but at the same point in time, if you get down, let's just say, I don't know, something stupid, 24-3 at halftime, then why not put McCarron in the second half? Like, I'm just saying, I've been let's see what we have with the Browning. McCarron, at the end of the day, he is at the end of the road of his NFL career. And I know some people, Jeff, what did he really ever do when he was here in his first run with the Bengals?
He made one throw.
One throw.
That's it.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, that's what everybody forgets that. Like A.J. McCarron, they act like A.J. McCarron was this great quarterback. He really didn't play all that good. Our defense is the reason we made it to the playoffs that year. After
was that the year also that Andy Dalton was pacing for an MVP season? Yes. I'm not a Dalton fan.
Yes.
I think he's very average.
Mm-hmm.
But was he not playing the best football of his entire career? Did he not have A.J. Green, Mohamed Sanu, Tyler Eifert, Marvin Jones, Jeremy Hill, Giovanni Bernard in the backfield, and a top 5 defense?
Yep, all that. He had all that. And A.J. McCarron, I mean, I think we beat Denver on a Monday night, but that's when Peyton Manning was at the end of his rope. And he threw an interception to Kurt, not Fit, who was the quarterback?
Drake Kirkpatrick.
Drake Kirkpatrick.
Drew won to Kirkpatrick. Yeah. The Monday Night
that's what won
Football,
that game.
man, that was huge. That was awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome win. Like, we were balling. And then the damn Steelers, which fuck you, Steelers. You still suck. Shouldn't have beat us last week.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know that A.J. McCarron was ever great. Now,
That's what I've said.
But I'm not hating on anybody that's like, hey, let's see McCarron. If Browning sucks, fine, let's see McCarron.
That's
but
the thing. Like,
what's he going to do? That's no long-term solution for a backup.
Thank you. That's what drives me. Everybody's like, we got plenty of young guys. We got plenty of young guys. But you should definitely play AJ McCarron. Okay, don't you want to find out what you got with Jake Browning? Is he good enough to be our backup quarterback? I mean, we know what we have with AJ McCarron. He's okay. I mean,
if he's not good enough to be our backup quarterback, is he good enough to be our tank commander? So we get a top 6, top 5 pick. Let him just lead the tank all the way. If he's gonna suck,
follow me, boys. We're going downhill.
If you're gonna suck all the way.
Hey, if you're gonna suck, make sure you suck hard, right?
All in or all out. But I mean, we'll see. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Whether it's Browning, McCarron, whoever, you got the full plethora of weapons tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is the hell. Like I said last week. Last week was the healthiest we've been in a while. Tonight's the healthiest we've been in a while. If we had Joe, oh my God, if we had Joe, we'd freaking win this game.
It just hurts the way the Packers beat the Chiefs. I mean,
I know. It's like
it's a lot of pain right now in the Bengals.
Everything is,
and it's okay. I'm choosing optimism for one night. When we lose by 30 tonight, I'm going to say, Tank Commander, lead us to the top 5, baby.
Tank Commanders, go! Oh, Dale's in there with his army hat. Like, come on, let's go.
Hell yeah, I'm going to show up to the damn Vikings game fucking in a tank.
Are you going to be at the Vikings game?
I don't know. My tickets aren't selling. Can't sell tickets in this damn market. It's the roommate lost her job, and I'm like, yeah, I'm selling these tickets because I need money. But it's like, I'm not going to give them away, Like, I'll just go.
Johnny's my UPS, my dude at work. He said, also, you've been getting some good Christmas presents from Chandler, been delivering to him the past 2 weeks.
John, you're not supposed to open the presents. You're not supposed to open them.
Well, at least open them and take a picture and send them to me so I know what they are. My wife probably bought them. I don't know what they are.
12-inch dildo. He'll like that.
Oh, goodness. Robert said, opening a beer to that one, Dale.
Hell
good
yeah,
show,
man.
fellas.
Robert,
all right, man.
Robert's a good one.
I like Robert. Robert, I think actually Robert works at a restaurant around here, and he told me to stop by some of them. I can't remember what the restaurant's name was. I forgot. Anyway, I think on that note, I want to end this thing. So you got any score predictions or anything? I mean, what's your honest thoughts? Do you honestly think we're going to win, or are we going to have Tank Commanders come out here at the end of the game?
I just feel like we're going to win 21-17. I have no reasoning behind it. Just the defense, Lou is going to get the guys rallied up, and the defense is going to play better, and it's going to be like, wow, okay, our defense is balling. I mean, maybe a Logan Wilson pick that sets us up inside the 10.
Or shooter, touchdown or field goal. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. I have a feeling it's going to be a tight game, and I think Evan's going to win it for us. I don't know.
And if it doesn't happen, cool. We got a top 10 pick. Tank Commanders!
Tank Commanders! Go!
At least we got something to cheer for. We're still going to be cheering for the Bengals.
Exactly. All right. Wait,
to beat Tank Commanders.
We just thought of a new shirt for Chop. So, Chop, if you're watching, Tank Commanders.
Tank Commanders, and you got, like, Jake Browning in the tank, standing up, like, saluting. Like, I got this.
Oh, let's go. Oh, you're welcome, Chop. We're just making Chop all kinds of money.
You don't really sell any shirts. I mean, I buy some every now and then, but about that Victory Monday shirt? Have yet to been able to wear it.
That's the problem. You bought the shirt, and it's your.
No, because we won some. The shirt just didn't come in for like a month and a half.
What's wrong with Chop's delivery system?
He was doing China. He said he's not doing China anymore. I'm like, I didn't know you were doing China. I wouldn't have bought no shirt. Damn it, you fucking commie.
Hey, commie, Crypt Keeper, big Drew Sample game, going to make it happen. There you go.
Actually, 2 touchdowns, Drew Sample. Put all your money on it.
That's who you should have. I'll lead the tank commander, Drew Sample. Right there. He should be on top. Or right next to Jake Browning.
He's elite, man. He actually is a really good blocker. I cannot hate on Drew Sample. Yeah, Michael Madden, I agree. If Arizona can win, we can win. That's our
Let's go! I'm down with it. All right, on that note, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to go take some more vitamins and hopefully feel better. I'm tired of being sick already. This sucks.
Pussy.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, Drew Sample Wildcat. That's what I want to see, Robert.
Where'd you see that one at?
Drew Sample at quarterback.
Oh, you said Wildcat.
Yeah, so he can run it. He can throw it. He can do whatever. He can throw it to himself. It's Drew Sample.
It's Drew. Did you see the Bengal Boys song? Move, Mitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move, Mitch. That was fucking awesome.
He did truck him. We did celebrate that quite hard.
We did.
Section 158.
Yes, we did. All right, brother. I'm going to get the hell out of here. Hey,
Good day, man.
Go,
Everybody.
Go subscribe to Bengals and Brews and all that stuff.
Yeah, give us super chats.
Give them super chats because they can get them now.
I don't know. We said fuck YouTube quite a bit when you said you got demonetized. So we're probably demonetized as well.
We'll see. All right, buddy. See ya.
Who day?
Who day? All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Yeah, you haven't heard that? Yeah, it's on go to the Bengal Boys. That's their new song about Drew Sample. It's funny as hell. Go check them out. Let me get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream in. As always, I appreciate every single one of them. They're Who Day Nation, Who Day Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, Radical Reds, the Ohio State Button, that's the Ice Bar, and then you follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter X, and TikTok. Twitter X is at Jeff A. Trunapole. TikTok is at Iceman90. Facebook, Instagram, and Threads are all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. It'll be pulling us off later on tonight. Put it on the podcast on BPod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave a comment and a 5-star review so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Maybe I'll actually stay monetized on my podcast. YouTubers, you guys are awesome. 2,440 subscribers. Please keep subscribing to the channel. Please keep hitting the thumbs up. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll move to something else, or maybe I'll try to see if I get this thing monetized again. I don't make that. I only get like $100 every couple months. It's not like I'm rolling in money. It just ticks me off that they took it away from me, and I don't know why. So hopefully I'll find that out. Anyway, other than that, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, wonderful day. Like I said, I think the Bengals are going to win. I don't know why. It's just one of those games. There's no pressure on the Bengals. We lost last week. There's a lot of pressure on Jacksonville. Jake Browning, I think he's going to play better. I think we're going to run the ball more. I'm hoping we see Chase Brown. That's who I like to see. Not more than Mixon, but just I want to see what he can do. It would be nice. We got T back. The keys to the game for me, honestly, is we got to run the ball, obviously. And Jamar and T. Higgins got to be the best players on the field because they are. They didn't act like it. So we'll find out. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a recap show. We got Corey on. We got Greg on. I don't know if Cap's going to be on or not because he's in Jacksonville right now, so he might be, flying back. But I will definitely see you guys tomorrow at 5:30. Other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya!
I'm from the city where they gotta play up.
Yeah,
I'm from the city where they gotta play up.
I don't.
Coin flippers trying to pay up.
Hey,
I'm from the city where they gotta play up.
they still
I'm from the city where they
gotta
gotta
play
play up.
us,
I'm
man.
from the city where they gotta play up. Coin flippers trying to pay up.
Go. Started out with who they done got me started. Call Katie, tell him make room for the Lamborghini. I trust 27 to lead us through any battle. We had DK out there press. You seen how we did Seattle? Went down 1-3 and then we hop back on that saddle. Everybody want T, but you can't have him cause we got it. A lethal 9 on the side and he gon' always red dot him. 29 got him on lockdown. down this Taylor Britt Island. You know Jamar probably open, that boy 7-11. Who your best cornerback? Cause my receivers gon' shred it. Hey, y'all don't wanna go one-on-one with Lou's playbook. 91 step on that field, them quarterbacks look shook. A couple weeks went by and we done stacked us up some wins. Brad Logan still with us, still the turnover twin. Uzier and man to man, you probably shouldn't throw at him. Orlando Brown came to town, showed us what a bodyguard is. I don't think they want no smoke with us. Forever standing on business, this ain't no joke for us. Money Mackey line it up, that boy forever clutch. Put up whoever you want, it's never slow for us. Ain't nothing changed, 21 still lurking in the cut. 83 reasons why they can't with us. Zach Taylor top dog, it's always win or bust. Hand the ball to Chase Brown, probably won't get touched. Chuck sizzle back deep to receive the punt. Probably gon' run it back, I feel like he the one. Doing my shuffle on him still, I feel like Icky Woods. Whole line protecting Joe like a tiger should. Imagine having Trent Irwin as your fourth string. If VJ Hill hit you, you feel what that force bring. 1, 2, 3, nah, we need 4 rings. This the jungle, you can't come in here and pull strings. Look close, look how DJ read that offense. Sin Hubbard and Osai, yeah, we all in. Nick Scott ball hawking over watching. Dax Hillen interception that look flawless. It's really hard to lose when K. Adams rooting for you. If you need a couple yards, Erg gon' get it for you. We got Tanner Hudson now, Sample still too. Yoshi gon' go get that ball just like a dog do. Already knew they had the players for this part two. I'm from the city where they gotta. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. It's time to pay up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. I'm from the city where they gotta. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. It's time to pay up. Who they?